Avoiding low testosterone in your 50s can seem like it's impossible, but it absolutely is possible if you know the right things to do and the wrong things to avoid. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 key things that you need to get right in order to have naturally high testosterone levels in your 50s and beyond. I personally use these 5 things to more than triple my own testosterone levels. Now be sure to stay tuned to the end because number 5 is life-changing. Number 1 is to exercise every day. Now this doesn't mean you need to do incredibly long workouts every day. It means you need to move your body in a variety of different ways every day. To start with, walking is a non-negotiable. You have to do it. It's the most basic level of exercise, and we really need to do as much of it as we can every single day. What I recommend is to aim for at least 8,000 steps a day. Also, do some kind of moderate intensity exercise just to get your blood pumping. These are things like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or just doing a quick little jog. Maybe doing 1 minute of body weight exercise, that kind of thing. Nothing too intense. Just moderate exercise. Even just jumping in place for a minute is going to satisfy your body's need for moderate daily exercise. The next level is to do strength training, but not every day. Most men do best with 4 to 5 strength training sessions a week. Now you need to be mindful of your recovery from exercise and from all of your stressors in your life because our stressors accumulate until we recover from them. So this means you need to balance your stressors with your recovery. So if you make a habit out of daily movement and exercise, your body's going to respond by giving you more energy and more testosterone for the rest of your life. Number 2 is to fix your sleep. Now, I mentioned recovery a moment ago, and it's important to remember that recovery is sleep, period. Everything else is just a nice little add-on. It's just icing on the cake. So saunas or ice baths, getting massages and body work. Those things are great, but nothing comes close to what sleep is going to do for your recovery. So the bottom line is that if you're not sleeping enough, you're not recovering enough. Good sleep also keeps your brain cleaned out and youthful, and you produce most of your testosterone while you sleep. So improving your sleep makes every single aspect of your life better, so don't neglect it. Be sure to dial in all of the things around your sleep that are in your control. So that means dim your lights at night, filter the blue lights out of your screens after sunset, go to bed early, control the temperature in your bedroom so it's nice and cool, and don't eat at least 3 hours before bedtime. If you do all of that, you'll have better sleep and higher testosterone levels right now and well into your 50s and beyond. Number 3 is to eat a micronutrient-rich diet. So I talk about how important diet is in nearly every video, so I'm going to keep this short. So first thing is to cut out the processed foods like bread, pasta, pastries, cake, and sugary treats. Because eating processed foods is worse than eating nothing at all. Those foods have no micronutrients, they're full of toxic ingredients, they cause inflammation, and they kill your testosterone levels. So you need to eat a whole foods diet with plenty of animal protein and get your carbs from nutrient-dense whole foods like fruit, squashes, potatoes, and sweet potatoes. So when you get your diet right, you're going to have more energy, more testosterone, and more libido at any age. And the longer you go with a good diet, the easier it gets to maintain because you're going to learn to associate processed foods with feeling bad, and you're going to learn to associate clean eating with feeling good and having high testosterone levels. So just start with some easy substitutions like potatoes or rice instead of bread and pasta, or fruit instead of donuts, and drink filtered water instead of soda. So just keep making small improvements to your diet over time, and your body's going to reward you with more energy and more testosterone. Number 4 is keep learning new things, because learning keeps your brain and nervous system active and young. So this applies to learning new information and learning new ways to move your body. So when you want to watch something, I want you to find content that's going to teach you something new instead of just consuming pure entertainment. Even if it's just a new perspective on a topic you already know about, that's better for your brain than just mindless entertainment. And when you can dig into learning new skills, that's even better. So as an example, you can watch videos on how to work on your own car, and then go out and do that thing on your car to put that new learning into practice and lock it into your mind. 10 years ago, I barely knew how to turn a wrench, and now I do 95% of the work on my cars myself because I decided to learn how to do it. And I learned most of it from YouTube. Now you also need to learn new physical skills and experiment with new ways to move your body. So find new places to move. That means swim, or hike up a mountain, or go to a rock climbing gym. Maybe learn some kind of a dance or a martial art, learn a new sport, or pick up an old sport that you used to do and get good at it again. You can find new exercises to do in the gym. So for example, do dips on rings instead of on the dip machine, or do pull-ups instead of machine pull-downs. The key here is to engage your body in new ways whenever you find an opportunity to do it. So the more you keep your brain and body learning, the more it tells your brain to keep you young, and that means more testosterone production at any age. Now, number 5 is the big one, which is to have a mission or a big vision in your life. So as a man, you need to have something big that you're working towards, something that gives you a sense of purpose. Something that makes you want to get up early and work on it every day. If it's a business or a side hustle, that's great, but it can be something else too. The key is that it needs to give you a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. Because men in their 50s who don't have a sense of purpose to drive them usually end up indulging in food and alcohol, and they end up fat and old with low testosterone. Actually, that happens to a man at pretty much any age who doesn't have a deeper purpose to drive him. And that's part of why I was a fat mess with low testosterone 10 years ago. So part of my road to recovery was making getting healthy my mission. I had a vision for myself to be healthy, lean, muscular, and have a raging libido like I did in my 20s, and I accomplished all of that. And right now at age 48, my testosterone is 1,196 nanograms per deciliter, which is more than triple what it was at my lowest point. Once I achieved my health goals, I had to move on to something else, which eventually led me to helping other men to double and triple their own testosterone levels. And now I'm on a mission to help as many men as possible avoid the life sentence of going on TRT. So whatever your personal mission is, work on it every day, even if it's just doing something small. Just keep doing something that moves the ball forward. And if you don't have a mission, you need to find one. So you can reinvent yourself, even if you've done the same thing for the last 20 years. You're not over the hill if you're over 50. It's not having a bigger purpose is what makes a man over the hill. That's what puts a man on a course to just coasting downhill to an early grave. So you can start small with this if you need to. Maybe you just start with a project or something that you want to build or create. If there's something that's been on your mind to do but you haven't taken action on it, well then get going with it, because we often have to clear out unfinished projects in order to make room in our mind and our life for the bigger things that we really want to accomplish. Once you break out of whatever inertia is holding you back and you start working on something that really matters to you, you're going to get a boost of energy and testosterone to keep you moving forward. Then you just have to maintain that momentum and keep working at it. Just remember, men don't slow down because we get old. We get old because we slow down. So focus on your mission and purpose. Keep evolving the mission as you reach your goals. And if you do that, along with the other 4 things in this video, your body's going to reward you with youth, vigor, and high testosterone levels. So now that you know these 5 ways to avoid low testosterone in your 50s, here's another video on naturally raising your testosterone that has information you're definitely going to need. So be sure to check it out.